Hello friends, Namaste. Today on Global TV, I welcome you on a very special episode. I'm going to interview a spokesperson of Israeli embassy in India. I thank my friend Guy for taking his time out to give this interview. He has raised some very eye-opening questions and the war Israel is fighting in that geographical area. It's not a it's not an easy war. It's very tough war. Israel is fighting with terrorist organizations. I switch over to Mr. Guy, a spokesperson of Israeli embassy in India. Let's listen him what he has to say. The audio quality due to some technical problems is very low. I request audience of the Global TV to listen clearly what a spokesperson of Israeli embassy in India, Mr. Guy, has to say and the question I have raised before him. Over to Mr. Guy.
Until these things are fixed, until we are removing the terrorist threats from our backyard. So yes, we want peace, but right now it's time for action. The second question that you had was about the U.S. Could you please repeat, because I'm not sure I understood.
Okay. I beg your pardon, sir.
Did I answer your question, or do you
Okay. US has been saying that they are alongside Israel and supporting strategically and militarily. But recently I read that Turkey had sent a warship on which it was visible on in the image that an unusual jet fighter was loaded which had ability of carrying a atomic bomb as per analysts on both sides are saying here in India and US too. What do you think about it, and what at this moment, what is the need of Israel from a country like India? What kind of support, political support and peace building support, or you may say the strategic or military support Israel is looking from a country like India?
Okay. So, Israel has had many wars throughout the years, unfortunately, many wars. And each and every one of these wars we fought by ourselves. We never asked any country to fight for us. We never asked physical assistance from any other country. And in this war, we're having the same methodology of approach. The reason is we need to make sure that our neighbors understand that we are the strong guys in this neighborhood. If they see us as needing to rely on our allies, India, US, whoever, if they see that we are relying on them, it would be perceived that we're not strong enough to stand on our own, and we cannot let that happen. So this war will be fought by ourselves. You asked about assistance. What assistance can Israel ask from its allies or from India? And that's something I want to focus on. Fighting the war physically, this we're going to do by ourselves. But in today's age, or in the 21st century, wars have two sides. You have the physical war on land, and to have the digital war in social media. And there is where we need our friends, our allies from all over the world, and especially India. India has been such an amazing friend over the last events. And we need you to show your support to Israel. There is so much false information, so much fake news on social media. We need you to help us spread the truth. Help us say what's really happening there. If people are spreading lies about the occurrences of October 7th, or in general of what happened in the past, we are a small country. We could write them back on social media and prove why they're wrong. But you are many. You are 1.4 billion people, the largest democratic country in the world. We need your help to help us prove to them that they're lying, that they're using false information. Stand with Israel and help us fight this war digitally. That's the best thing you can do.
Right, sir, rightly said. Sir, Hamas is a very old organization. It's functioning on orders of many other terror outfits. The days of Yasser Arafat, PLA, Palestinian Liberation Organization. Hamas has been creating a lot of problem in that region. Sir, how come all of a sudden Hamas launched so many rockets and intruded in Israeli territory using gliders? Where from they got it? Do you presume they got training, or they were getting prepared or trained from a longer period of time? How come you can say all of a sudden on 7th October they intruded in Israeli territory and captured almost 1,000 civilians, including military persons, and some of them are still in captivity? I pray to Almighty that they are safe and they will be brought safe in Israeli territory. But how come this happened and Israel allowed it to happen so easily? Because Israel is a strong country as far as the world knows.
Okay. Well, Israel hadn't allowed it to happen. I would like to explain a bit. You were saying that how this happened on October 7th. You need to take into consideration that this didn't just happen all of a sudden on October 7th. The Hamas has been shooting rockets and missiles at the Israeli population for 16 years. 16 years continuously. People in the south, every day for 16 years, run to their shelter. Okay, so it's not all of a sudden. On October 7th, all of a sudden, the magnitude of rockets and missiles was unprecedented. So rockets, we have had hundreds of thousands of rockets fired at Israel over the years. But here, we have, I think, 7,000, I'm not sure.
5,000 to 7,000.
5,000, I think, was the first day, and 7,000 altogether. But that's why I'm saying I'm not sure about the numbers, because every day they're continuing to shoot more rockets. On October 7th, something changed. They planned a stronger attack. They searched for a day on the calendar where we would be perceived as weakest. It was a Saturday where people rest. It was a holiday where people take vacation. They were targeting a day that we would be the most vulnerable. And on that day, they launched their most heinous and extravagant attack. And you need to understand that Israel, for the last 16, 17 years, we knew Hamas, we knew their capabilities, but this October 7th was not a regular Hamas operation like we've seen the last 16 years. This was an ISIS operation. That's why we keep saying that we went to sleep the night before with Hamas as our neighbors, and we woke up on Saturday with ISIS as our neighbors, coming into our backyards, burning people alive. This is not regular Hamas operation. This is ISIS. This is a whole other level. So this was something that Israel did not expect. We went to sleep with Hamas, then we woke up with ISIS.
Okay, so the generation has passed that had seen Arab-Israel war of 80s and so on, and at that time so many terror organizations basically originating either in leftist countries or in Islamist countries like Al-Nasr, Al-Qasim, they all were targeting Israeli people and Western interests across the globe. And now again, Hamas has grown so stronger. So, do you think it is getting, as you said, rightly said, that ISIS can be supporting Hamas? Do you think there are certain Islamist countries within that region, which is referred as West Asia, which is supporting Hamas by all methods and means, and it may strengthen in coming days by supporting Hamas and terror outfit around the Israel, the neighboring countries of Israel? We are seeing Hezbollah from Lebanon. So, how you are going to expect the scenario in coming days or weeks?
Okay, so we know of countries that support Hamas. The most infamous one is Iran. Iran, which is funding Hamas, which is training Hamas, which is the backwind of Hamas, which is also funding and training in the backwind of Hezbollah in our north border. We're saying that there's Muslim countries that you said that are, you asked me which must be more. He has spoken to our Prime Minister over the phone, and then after his call, tweeted again. Expressed his stand with Israel is unequivocal, and we appreciate it in ways it's hard to explain.
Sir, as a person who have studied a bit of terrorism, I see that, and it has been declared a war. It's not a kind of struggle or attack on Hamas. It has been declared a war by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. That means, and as you yourself said, that situation is very critical in that area, that geographical area, with Hamas getting support strongly day by Islamist countries. Do you think, I hope so, that Israel is well equipped to fight out all kind of terrorism, whether it is imposed by Hamas or Hezbollah? Do you think at any point Israel may ask for military support from India? You might be getting any conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's office or anything like that. Do you think at any moment Israel may ask for any kind of military support from India or not?
Right now, the focus is to eliminate to neutralize the threat that is Hamas. We will expose all of the means that we have at our arsenal. The focus right now is not only outward, but moving forward and how how and when to execute these forward. We will have to take things day by day and understand the whole picture. And if we reach a different conclusion, we will act accordingly. But right now, it's the Israeli force objective to use the powers that we have within Israel.
What message do you have for Indian media reporting from Tel Aviv or the Indians who are residing in Israel or Israeli citizens who are residing world over, including India, sir?
We have had the opportunity to send a lot of journalists to Israel. Many journalists came to the embassy to ask for visa, and we gave all of them. And we're seeing that they're doing an excellent job at showing what's really happening. They're non-biased. They're showing the reality of how things are. Israel is being attacked every day. We see reporters that are reporting live. They have to run to shelters because there's an alarm going on. So we appreciate all the work because they're really helping to portray the real horrors of what is happening in South Israel. So I ask them to continue to good work and to show the truth and not to fall victim to fake news as we're seeing on social media. I asked the Indian population, as I said at the beginning of my interview, to stand with Israel. Your support is, I can't even explain how appreciated we need your support so much, and we are so grateful to every support we're getting from you. When we see it on social, we get it on text messages. That I've gotten numerous text messages from so many people who are standing with Israel. So thank you to the Indian population who are standing with us. To the Israeli population, we know that this is a war that we have to win. There's no other way. We are doing our utmost to win the war as soon as possible with the least casualties as possible, because we have a clear focus in mind that the Israeli population needs to feel safe in their home, needs to feel safe in their countries, and that's what we're aiming for, and that's what we're going to do, and we're not going to stop until people feel safe once again.
Right, sir. I pray to Almighty that the citizens of Israel who are still in captivity of Hamas are safe and they will be brought back safely to their homes. Situation is very critical, and I support the cause for which Israel is fighting. I thank you for your time, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my friend Guy, the spokesperson of Israeli embassy in India. And I asked and he replied, Israel is not doing any military operation, it's into a war. And the motion passed by United Nations regarding a peace resolution or peaceful resolution and opening an humanitarian corridor in Gaza is just an eyewash. India has abstained from voting, however the resolution is passed. In such scenario, it will be worthwhile to watch what will be counteraction by Islamist countries supporting Gaza and Hamas, and what will be its counter reaction by Israel, Western allies, and also what Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Government of India is going to do in such situation. Thank you for watching the Global TV. We will meet next time with some new issues and discuss in detail. Thank you for watching.